Oh god, I literally just hit the mic. Okay. What a really good start to this episode already.
Yeah.
Oh
so
my
what,
gosh.
5, 6?
I think this is 6.
Right?
Yes, 6. 6. Yeah, because I have recording number 5 on my phone.
Yes, I see.
So it's episode 6.
Wow.
Crazy. What? I need to stop, like, having my hands near, like, my chest area. Because I'm not, like, grabbing anything, but I'm just like, oh my god, and I'm like, oh shoot, or, like, you know, I slapped my chest because I started
Which is why I love Pokecho.
Because
yes. I don't know what to do with my hands. I'm a very expressive person. I talk with my hands all the time.
Real. So,
but welcome to another episode. What a random way to start it.
But... I know. But, like, what a perfect way to start it.
Yeah, it's very us.
It is. So random, silly. Yeah. But we haven't seen each other. Well, actually, that's not true. We saw each other on Wednesday.
Correct.
But we didn't record last week because my partner was in town. And, you know, so we didn't get this last week.
No, we did not.
It felt very off.
It did. Honestly, it had become such a, like, strong, ingrained routine with me.
Yeah.
That I'm like, wait.
You're like, hey, I'm not like doing anything on Monday.
I don't like this.
Yeah, it was kind of funny because I was, like, thinking about it and I'm like, oh my gosh, we didn't record an episode of the podcast. That's why everything seems so off and, like, the numbers aren't aligning and stuff. I was like, wow, this is crazy because we've been doing this for the past, like, 2 months now.
Yeah, past 2 months. Oh, it's the end of February.
Oh my god, you're right. That's crazy.
Ooh. Oh, this semester's going by way too fast. Hold on. I don't like this. My graduations are, the panic that actually just hit me.
Mind you, I was experiencing this last year. So
help me.
Baby girl, I can't. I can't.
I don't like this. Oh, I need time to, like, slow the fuck down. I need to everyone chill the fuck out.
It's like, it's crazy. I mean, like, of course we can always touch this in a different episode, but one thing that my professor told me during my last semester was that it actually is so jarring when you finish not to make you feel any worse, but it is. It's like he talked about Mel Robbins and how she talked about when you graduate, you go through something called the Great Scattering, and it's literally when all of your friends, including yourself, move back home and you don't have the luxury of
Sorry, I'm trying to distract myself, y'all, so I made a heart.
So, like, you don't, like, get the luxury of being able to, like, see your friends as often as you used to. Like, when I was living in LA, I was seeing my friends almost every day, all the time. And when I moved home, it was like, what the hell do I do? Luckily enough, I have a lot of friends that live close to me, like you, like some of my other friends. But for a lot of people, it's just like, oh my god.
Scatter.
It's truly just, it's like a feeling that I can't even explain, besides you might get a little depressed, which I did. I mean, we had talked about it before because of course we're friends and we talk about our feelings and stuff.
As you should.
You
should trust your friends enough to be vulnerable with them.
I agree, because I feel like that is one of the things that, like, brought us closer together, because you noticed it and I noticed it, and you were like, you have not hung out with anybody in the past couple months.
And I'm like, are you okay?
And I'm like, no. I fully was not okay. It was a routine where I would just go to work and then work out and come home. And then sometimes I wouldn't even work out. So then I was really spiraling because at least when I went to the gym, I was doing something. But like not being able to interact with anybody was so hard. And I feel like I've learned that part of myself where I'm like, I'm very introverted, but I like to hang out with people. I don't know what kind of like personality type that is, but like if I don't see like my friends after a while, I'm like spiraling.
Are you sure you're introverted then?
I have no idea.
Because like
Maybe I'm like, I'm shy. So
yeah,
maybe
and that's okay. But I don't think that's the same.
That's true. Yeah, no, wait, you're right. Maybe I'm like a shy extrovert.
Yeah.
You know? Because I'm very like socially awkward, but I do like going out and stuff. Because like I remember I was like crashing out about not being able to see my friends to my partner, and I was like, what is happening? Nobody like, why is everybody busy and I'm not?
Why is everyone booked and busy but me?
No, literally, I was like, why am I in my room and why do I feel like I'm in an insane asylum right now?
The walls are painted white.
I know, yeah, I need to fix this. Truly. At least like get some color.
Yeah, like an accent wall.
Yeah. Or even like put up some like photos or something. Put some more color in here. I mean, like everything else besides the wall is pretty colorful.
Yeah.
For the most part, but it's like, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. The wall is, there's too much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully I get into one of the 2 master's programs I'm applying to.
Yeah.
So that way I don't have to deal with the great scattering just yet. You know,
Right.
I'm all about procrastination. Okay, anything I can do to put off doing something, I'm there.
Real.
Except for this. This I've actually been pretty good and like on top of. Mind you, I like all the classes I'm taking so far. It's literally just that I'm scared to graduate.
No, yeah.
Saying it out loud made it real.
Yeah. No, that's real. Because like it's literally like, okay, we've been doing school for however many years since we were like 4 years old, and that's all we've known, where it's just like, okay, we go to school, we learn, we take our breaks and stuff, and then we go to the next grade, and we go to high school, go to college, and then after college it's like, okay, well now you have to be an adult and you have to like add to society, and it's like, what do you mean? What are we doing? That I like, just because I've had 12
K through 12,
yeah, like all of that plus college does not mean I'm ready for the real world, because sometimes it feels like they don't prepare you enough.
Right.
Like,
but also that's not really what college is for.
That's true. But
and
like,
that's something people aren't ready to talk about.
So it's crazy, but
thank you for giving me that moment, because I needed it, because I genuinely started to like,
whoa, yeah,
my life flashed before my eyes, y'all.
Yeah,
just of sheer panic.
Yeah, that's real. So,
but yeah, I know your partner was over last week. That was fun for you. I know, because you told me about it.
Yes.
Literally texted me on Tuesday. It was like, girl. And I said, girl.
You know, she gets like every moment.
I
like,
do. And I live for it. It's so fun.
Every juicy moment in my life, she knows. And it's fun, you know.
It is fun.
We're chismosas, so we live for it. As we should be.
I'm pretty sure it's in our blood.
Yeah.
It's in our like genetic code to be chismosas.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm like that with you, with my friends from high school, with Ella. You know.
Right.
All of my close friends. So. So.
Speaking of friends, and like with the Great Scattering, I feel like we should talk about how to navigate friendships in like adulthood / post high school.
Yeah.
Because I feel like no one really prepares you for the difference.
Yeah, I agree. It's so interesting to see how like friendships are going to differ throughout the years. Like, you're going to be friends with this person when you're little, and this is going to be how your friendship is. But as a friendship develops, or even like you stop being friends with that person and you're friends with somebody else, and you're like, it's not the same as it was, because it's not going to be the same, and it's going to be like, because they're different people, because of how, like, at what point and stage in life you guys are in. There are so many aspects and nuances to friendship, and I feel like I have a lot of experience with that.
Same.
Because when I was a kid, I was not good at making friends. I didn't have a lot of friends. And maybe it was because I was a weird kid, and people, and like the other kids didn't really like that about me. I just realized that the ring light's not even on. Should I turn it on, or?
Yeah, let's do it. It's interesting you say that, because I know why I didn't have many friends growing up. I was a spoiled brat, basically. Like, but not in the sense that like I got everything I wanted. Like, I was told no. But I just had such a bad attitude.
Oh, okay.
Like, I genuinely am so grateful I grew the fuck up. Because I don't know how people get away in life that have that attitude. Like, I don't know how they make it this far in life and still have that attitude, you know?
Right, yeah.
Because like, I've come across a few people who have that like chip on their shoulder for no reason, so to speak.
Yeah.
And I'm like, thank God that's not me anymore. Because I remember talking with Andy about growing up and like what she would do during recess, and I was like, yeah, I don't think we would have been friends. And it's not because I don't think our personalities would have meshed well. I just genuinely think I was a shitty little kid. And we would not have been friends because I was hyper competitive. Maybe this was just the world beating down to me, so now I think I was just a bossy little shit, like a know-it-all. Or maybe I was just a girl who really liked learning. I don't know anymore, because the world, society has deemed it that like if a little girl takes charge in like a group project, or actually knows what she's talking about and wants to do well in school, she's deemed a know-it-all and like bossy. So I don't know if I actually was bossy, or if everything has just warped my brain.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I do know in areas that I felt like an expert just because I was good at things and I practiced and I listened, like softball, like I had such a shitty attitude.
No, that's real.
So I was like, I'm so happy I grew up, but like also that like reputation followed me, and it would piss me off. And I'm like, I am human. I am able to grow. I am able to learn. I'm able to evolve. Please don't let this reputation follow me. I'm not the same person anymore. And it just made life 10 times harder. And then I got into high school and I transferred and I had to make new friends. And I really just, through softball, I learned not to have that attitude. But at times it would come out because bitches would try me. Bitches would be trying me. And I'm like, y'all, I will put you in your motherfucking place. Because, no, like, don't talk to me like that.
Right, yeah.
I evolved, but that didn't mean she died.
No, that's so real. I feel like as a kid, I feel like I was very similar in where I'm not very confrontational. I feel like I'm a little more confrontational now, but like just because like I'm a little more does not mean that I'm not that confrontational, because I'm really not. Like, if I have to approach a situation, then I will. Back then I wouldn't, right? But I was very like, if people were mean to me, I would be like, oh, okay, like, you know, I distinctly remember, this was like this is like so vivid in my brain, because it's like literally like one of the moments where I like realized I was like, oh, I don't have like close friends. Like, I had a lot of friends, but like I didn't have like a clique, I guess, if that makes any sense, because I was very heavily involved in school, especially like in middle school specifically. I was like heavily involved in school. I did theater, I did like student government, I like I did sports, I did all the things. And so I knew like a lot of people, and I was, people were nice to me, but I didn't really have like a clique or like a not a niche, a clique, I guess is the better way to say it. But one of the moments that is so engraved in my head was when I was in the 5th grade and I was hanging out with this group of girls, and there were 5 of us, right? And we're sitting on the stairs at lunch, and I'm sitting with them and stuff, and they were like, Nicole, can you just leave us alone? And I was like, oh, okay. And I like walked around the entire campus by myself. Sorry, I'm like, whoa. But that was like one of the, oh, wait, I did not mean to cry. Give me a moment. I'm like, give me a second. I'm like, that's like one of the moments where I was like, wow, I don't have any friends here. So after that, I like tried to like find my clique, right? Mm-hmm. And I met this girl who was super nice to me. We ended up like being really good friends from like, I think it was the 6th grade, because she transferred from the 6th grade to the 8th grade. And then we stopped being friends because of this other situation. So when I went into high school, I was like, okay, like I'm gonna meet my group. And what's crazy is that I met my like group right away, but we didn't start getting close until not college, senior year of high school, which is also crazy to me. So I'm like, maybe I just like didn't develop until like senior year of high school. Like I didn't really know how to develop a strong friendship until then, I guess, because that's when I started having like really meaningful and like strong relationships with other people, like friendships and stuff. So it's just really interesting. And maybe it's because the kids I went to school with were really mean, because I'm not even gonna lie, the reputation that my like, because I went to a K-8 school, the reputation my class had was that we were a bunch of little shits. And it's true. Everybody was so mean. And but we had some nice kids and stuff, but I didn't find my people. And I know a lot of people from that school, they found their people there. And I'm like, you know what? Good for you. Y'all aren't my people.
Right, but that also says a lot about them.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But like I said, people grow and evolve. So hopefully I wish them nothing but growth and evolution.
I agree. Yeah.
But going back to like me being a little shit, because I probably would have found my people. Uh-huh. Oh God, the idea of that. But in them, I was also severely bullied growing up. Mm-hmm. Like I would come home crying almost every day for like my weight and just like liking football, liking playing sports, like, and not really fitting into like femininity. And I was bullied for that. I was ridiculed. I was smart. I loved learning, hated reading. Now I know it's probably because I'm dyslexic.
No, that's real.
But I was like severely bullied for being the fat little girl. And also home life wasn't the best. So like it makes sense like in hindsight why I was acting out when I didn't have control.
Right.
And so I try to give myself grace looking back, but also I'm so grateful that in like middle school is when I started to evolve, because I met my people freshman year of high school and we became really close ever since then.
Yeah.
Like I still have my core high school group.
Yeah, that's so good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
And then from there, college came about, and like we didn't see each other as often, and shit, we don't even really see each other now. But we text each other happy birthday, and we try our best to try to like meet up.
Yeah.
And like hang out. Oh my God, my vocal fry.
No, that's real.
But yeah, it's just you have to learn how to make time for people that you care about. Yeah. Like that's the biggest takeaway, because growing up in school, you see each other Monday through Friday. Monday through Friday. Like those are your people. Those are your ride or dies Monday through Friday.
Right.
But life will get in the way if you let it.
Yeah.
Because I remember with one of my best friends, she got into a college. I went with her, we looked, and then as we were looking around, she decided she didn't want to go there anymore because it just didn't work out. And also the school was going bankrupt. I believe it was your school's sister school.
No. You're thinking about
No.
oh, then I don't know. We didn't have a sister school.
Yeah, because like you guys have a very similar name. That's why I thought you guys were sister schools.
Oh, no. We just had the brother school.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they had very similar name to yours because when she first told me, I thought she was going to your school.
Oh, really?
It's like that's how close their names were.
Uh,
And she decided she didn't want to go there, so I remember helping her with her applications to community college because that's just you're gonna get in and you're gonna get 2 years free to save up
yeah.
and really figure out what you're doing. And every now and again we just have study dates. Like that's how we did it. My other friend went straight into a 4-year university and we didn't really get to see much of her, but when we did, it was great. Like you really have to put in the effort to see your friends.
I agree.
If you want them to stay friends.
Yeah. I remember this was actually like, I guess the most recent friendship breakup that I've had. And this one was like, I would say it was like the hardest one or one of the hardest ones because I would say that one and then a different one I had a couple years ago was also really hard because I went to high school with this person and it was about I guess like 2 years ago
before we got really close, but yeah.
It was around like around 2024 where we had been super close. We had known each other because she is a year younger than me. I had known her since my sophomore year of high school. We did theater together. We like had all of these similar interests and we just spent a lot of time together and we had the opportunity to just be very emotionally vulnerable with each other, which was one of the first times I was able to do that with a friend. So I really valued her opinion and also like I really appreciated her being kind of an emotional pillar in my life, if that makes sense. And so she was like one of my ride or dies. I loved her so much. We saw each other even after I graduated. I tried to make a point at least like a couple times a year to see her because she was pretty far from where I was going to school. So it was kind of hard to be able to see her and she at the time she wasn't driving. She got her license pretty late. But even when she like got her license, we would make an effort to meet halfway and catch up and stuff like that. And she played video games with me, so we really spent a lot of time together.
Yeah.
And I think noticing that because at one point I noticed that the effort she was making on her part was declining and I would call her and check in or text and just be like, hey, I want to know how you're doing. Like, I just want to make sure you're doing okay. And I know at the time when I noticed that she started to not put in as much effort, she had gotten a new job. So at first I thought it was just because of that. She was doing school, she had a new job, and I knew that that job was mentally and emotionally taxing. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to give her some grace. And so a couple months go by and I'm like, I haven't heard from her. I called her, left a voice message, texted her, nothing. And eventually I get a text and she kind of explains herself. But at the same time, it felt like something had shifted. Truly, it felt like something was different and I didn't know what it was, but it felt like I was being blamed for what was happening. And I was the one putting in effort and maybe I'm not seeing something that she saw because of course there's like two different perspectives on this or like two sides of one story. But eventually it came to the point where I had told her, this was before my partner and I got together. I had told her about them and I was super excited, and and I don't even know how I got her on the phone, if I'm being honest. That was the first time in a while I got her on the phone, and she was just not excited for me, or at least I felt like she wasn't excited for me.
Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
But we had started to get close during this time because I was also working where she worked, so I understood how emotionally draining and labor intensive it could be. And you started filling me in about this conversation, and from what you told me she said, I can confirm she did not sound happy for you.
Yeah.
Like, it was not a good conversation for someone who's supposed to be your best friend.
Yeah. And like, it was crazy because we were like calling each other like she was my best friend at the time, and like she was telling me like, you're my best friend, and I was like, I feel the same way. And like, even when we had like other friends where she literally told me about this one girl who was like, oh my gosh, you're my best friend, and she was like, yeah, like it was fully just like, she was like, no, like, you're my best friend. So it was weird. And when I got off the phone with her for that call, I was fully just like, why did I do that? You know, that was the one time I like regretted calling her. And I think that was kind of, because throughout this whole process of, once she was not contacting me for basically like weeks in between, I was kind of mourning the friendship in a way, because I was already stressing out. It was my senior year of college. I was going through my capstone. I had an internship. There were all of these things that were going on in my life, and plus that, and I was like, wow, this is so emotionally draining. This is crazy.
I remember.
Yeah. So it was just, it was not fun. Long story short, it was not fun. But eventually, I need to stop touching the mic. So,
my hand is ready. You also have the bunny.
Yes. But what was I going to say? Yeah. So eventually, I don't know if it was the most mature way I could have gone about it, but I ended up just, I don't even know if I could say I ghosted her, because by the time I unfollowed and blocked, she had not contacted me for a month. So maybe she ghosted me in a way.
Yeah.
But, because I always, after that, I had made that decision. I saw people on TikTok being like, it's not like the most mature thing to do, like when you break up with a friend and you like ghost them and stuff. And I was like, maybe I went about it wrong, and I maybe should have just talked it out, or like at least sent her a text being like, but I feel like a breakup text is like so much worse.
As someone who's gotten a breakup text, like a friendship breakup text, it's different for me, because the friendship for me had long died before I got that message from them. It is very dramatic. It's a very dramatic thing.
Yeah. So I'm like, well, there's so many nuances to it. So I'm like, maybe I didn't do the right thing. Maybe it was the right thing for me to do at the time, just to protect my peace. And maybe she doesn't need to know how I'm feeling, and just understand that what her actions led me to block her on social media and block her phone number and just go no contact with her. And just because I did all of those things doesn't mean that I hate her, because I don't. I just think we grew apart. And do I think all of the things that she did or didn't do to me were good? No. Wait, does that make sense? Sorry, I'm like, wait.
Because you had me and then you questioned it, and I was like, wait, I don't remember exactly what you said. Hold on.
Like, I don't know, but like do I think everything that she did or didn't do to me was bad? Yeah, I do think that it was not the greatest thing for her to do. Like, I don't know what I'm saying. Fuck. I think I'm confusing myself. I think I'm actually just confusing myself. Anyway,
basically,
her actions are not valid in this situation, but I don't think she's a bad person. That's what I'm trying to say. Yes. I got there.
Yes. I was also ready to help.
I'm a little slow, you know? But what I'm trying to say is that just because somebody does something that's not entirely the greatest doesn't mean that they're a bad person. It just means that they need to learn from their actions. And it's up to them to learn from that experience. Mm-hmm. And they will either mature or stay the same.
Exactly. So. Yeah. My first true friendship breakup probably happened, I think, my senior year? After my senior year? Mm-hmm. Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
Because one day the friend group decided to get together, mm-hmm. and one member couldn't make it, mm-hmm. and which is fine. We tried our best to be able to get them there and all of that, but we ended up just hanging out without them. And I remember being in my backyard just sitting around, and we just all started talking about how we missed them.
Right.
But then we also were like, hold on. Do they do this with you too? And it's like them talking shit about a different member of the group to them and all of this other stuff. And like we just started realizing that like some of the things they were doing were like not okay. Mm-hmm. Like, why are you telling us about like talking bad about one of our friends to me rather than just voicing your concerns with them and like telling them like, you know, like why are we talking shit mm-hmm. about our people in our friend group that you supposedly care about to a different member in the group, right? Like, why are we trying to
pin each other like
against each other?
Yeah, pin ourselves against each other.
Exactly.
Yeah, no.
Lo and behold, they weren't ever. Oh shit! Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
They never once talked shit about me. Mm-hmm. But another person in the group was like, "That's probably because they thought you would always agree with them, or you have typically always sided with them." And I was like, "True." And then another member was like, "Yeah, but that's because you also try to see things like very logically, and like if there is ever something that you don't agree with or you don't believe, you always ask the other person in the party." Mm-hmm. Like, again, I had evolved at this point where I like if anyone told me anything, I'm like, I take it with a grain of salt at that point because I'm I'll wait until I hear from the other person.
Right.
And once I have both sides, I'll decide who I want to believe based on everything. Mm-hmm. But yeah, and then I ended up being like, something that's always rubbed me the wrong way, and I did tell them every time they mentioned it, would be like a comment about not liking someone in the friend group, but then not wanting them to like move on in case they made it big in the future.
What?
Yeah. So like one of the members in the group liked this friend that I had a friendship breakup with.
Okay.
And when it was just like us two, like mm-hmm. me and the ex-friend.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm like, it's
okay.
off center.
No, it's
not that okay. I hate you or anything.
Girl, you're good. So one of the members liked that friend, and when it was just me and that friend, mm-hmm. every now and again they would say, "Yeah, I know they like me, and I don't like them, and I'm not going to do anything about it, but I don't want them to move on."
From me? Like, I don't want them to move on from me?
Correct. Because what if they make it big in the future, like sports-wise? And
you're gonna like leech off of them or what? Like, what is that?
Like, and then
they get together?
They'd be a wag, you know?
That's crazy. That's like...
But then they would also say things like, but then I've known that member my whole life. And the fact that I would have known my soulmate my whole life, that's boring. What?
What? Why are you thinking like that? I can't understand that where it's like, no, I actually just like, I can't even put into words how I just like don't understand that.
Yeah. And so we kind of just had like this session without that member, of us just realizing all the things that they've done that just like weren't okay.
Right.
And so we end up trying to talk to that member, being like, hey, we all kind of just had like a come to Jesus moment. And we realized you do things we don't appreciate. And that friend took it as, oh, you guys got together and just shit talked to me.
No.
And I'm like, I've always had the stance of like, that was not a shit talk, because
that's like a group realization.
Yeah, like we all were just like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That friend did something very similar to me. They would say this, and this.
Yeah.
No way, because that friend would tell me, different member by the way, that friend would tell me this, and that. And we were just like, what?
It's like the meme of like the Spider-Mans.
Yes.
You know?
But it's all the different things.
But like the different things that they said.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, it was not like it came up authentically. It's not like anyone was like trying to stir the pot or whatever.
Yeah.
It all just happened very authentically. And two of so the friend group's no longer like a group. I'm close with one of them.
Yeah.
I still send nothing but the best to another one. Even though we're not in contact like that. I still wish that one that I'm not in contact with, nothing but the best.
Yeah, of course.
I hope that she knows that if she ever needs anything, she could always text me and we could always go hang out, because I know she's also very introverted. So I'm like, girl, I got you. It's okay. I still care about you. But I know those two go and like reconciled their friendship with that ex-friend of mine and like go and visit and like hang out with them. And I was like, yeah, you do that. That's fine.
Yeah.
I unfortunately got the like shortest stick with that ex-friend of mine, where we are officially like no contact, blocked me on everything.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When all I did was mention that I had my own personal come to Jesus moment with some of the things that members said.
Yeah.
Rubbing me the wrong way in hindsight, because if I had said something similar to what she had said, she would have torn my fucking head off with words. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, a guy she had liked started dating a Mexican girl. And she was saying something not okay. And she's like, I don't mean this. It's only like this one girl. Like, I'm not talking about. And I'm like, and I don't know what the fuck was going on in my head, given that like I'm me. And I was letting it slide. Like, she kept calling this girl a dirty Mexican. And I was letting it slide.
Oh my God. That's crazy.
And I mentioned that. And I was like, and I was talking to my mom and like my cousin about it. And they're like, Lex, that's not okay. And I was like,
it's not.
I had like that, like my brain restarted. Like I had a reboot moment.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, you're right. And I mentioned that. And I mentioned how I like, in hindsight, now I don't appreciate it. And I want to talk to her about it and just be like, hey, I understand, like, you really liked this dude and now you're upset that he has a girlfriend, but that's not okay for you to say that. And everyone in the group agreed with me, being like, no, yeah, if you had said anything similar, like if you had even like said the N-word, mind you, I never have, she would have completely lost it. Like, you would not be her friend. Like, and I'm like, exactly. The double standard is insane. And all I want is an apology. I just want an acknowledgement that what you said was wrong. You won't do it again, and an apology. And we can go. Because, like, again, I know you, or at least I thought I knew you. And you wouldn't do that.
Right.
Like, again, now knowing that how I feel about it. And you saying that. But I got completely blocked and was never spoken to again.
Wow.
But, like, now she still has the other two as friends and stuff. And I'm like, you know what? That's fine. You're able to, like, reconcile. Like, those two members had also known her the longest. So,
yeah.
Like, I get it. And
right.
I still wish her nothing but the best. I hope she's doing good. Yeah.
Yeah.
But friendship breakups are hard, y'all.
They're so hard because it's like you're hanging out or you're interacting with this person that you like say have been interacting with for like 5 years, and then just like they're gone, and it's like, oh wow. It's like, I wouldn't say it's like mourning a death, but in a way, because obviously they're not gone, but you're just like mourning them not being in your life anymore.
No, yeah. And that's something I've talked to my therapist about, because I am no contact with a few family members and almost an entire family. And she's like, the emotions are very similar to grief. So you, in a way, you really are mourning the relationship. And that's okay. It's just now we got to take the steps to get to the acceptance. And I was like, right.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I totally
That's kind of my thing. That was like quite literal. I'm like, right. Yeah.
Right.
Acceptance.
Yeah.
Right. Right. Not holding on to all this resentment. Right. That's totally possible. Right. Right. But speaking of friendship breakups, something a little bit more lighter than like our own personal like torment of friendship breakups. Katseye. So it still sucks because I love Manon. Okay.
I do too.
I love that girl to death.
I do too. I love that girl down.
But it feels like we're about to get a breakup. Mind you, in an interview, she just said she would never do that to the icons. Because she remembers that pain.
Yeah.
Of One Direction splitting up.
Yeah.
Because I do too, girl.
Oh. I do too. Oh. Look at my One Direction outfit right now. Like,
I know.
Literally, like, that is like the feeder into that. Like, I have a bookshelf where it's literally like just K-pop albums. And then there's the One Direction album I got when I was like 12 from my cousin for Christmas. And I'm like, this I have to keep that until I die.
Right.
Because those guys were like my ride or dies, you know? Oh my god. Anyway, yeah. The whole thing, as of right now, we are currently filming this on February 25th, right?
23rd.
Thank you. February 23rd. I couldn't say. And a press release released a couple days ago saying that Manon was going to be on hiatus, and there is a rumor that she's going to leave the group.
Not that she's going to leave, that she's getting kicked out.
Yeah. I was going to say, like, with or without, like, her permission or
consent?
Like her consent. Thank you. But that's the rumor that's going on right now, and a lot of people on the internet are not happy about that. Us included. We are not happy about that. Yes. Because we love Manon down.
We love that girl down.
Anyway, but a lot of people are, especially the Black community, are talking about how it is inherently racist.
Yeah,
that this is happening.
It's always the Black girl in the middle being Black. In the middle.
The Black girl in the middle being Black, in the middle being Black.
Right.
If you guys get it.
If you get it,
then you get it. But anyway.
But this has entire like racist undertones.
Exactly. And this has not been the first time where Manon has gotten so much criticism, but where it's like this whole two sides of people like defending Manon, and she's getting criticism and all of this stuff, because honestly, during Dream Academy, everybody was like, we love her, she's awesome, she's serving. But then when Popstar Academy came out, and you know, she wasn't going to as many rehearsals as the girls, and like she kind of like opened up about it, on how she didn't think she was as good, and so she felt insecure about going to practices and stuff, and that's totally understandable. Like,
also, she comes from Switzerland, where it's very normal to take mental health days, and
yes,
very normal to like take care of your entire being.
So it's just like she like literally explained as to why, you know? So it made us...
Switzerland?
She's from...
Sweden? Oh, God.
No. She's from Switzerland.
Okay.
Because
sorry.
The way I think about it, I don't know if this is horrible, But I think about it like this. Manon is from Switzerland and Zara Larsson is from Sweden.
Got it. Perfect.
Because I'm like, they're
scared.
both from the SW countries.
Right.
I'm like, okay, Zara Larsson is from Sweden, which means Manon is from Switzerland.
Right.
So, anyway.
Sorry, I'm so sorry to interrupt.
No, it's totally fine. But once once Popstar Academy came out, she grew this, like, there was this whole group of people that just inherently hated her because she was lazy, she didn't deserve to be in it, she wasn't as talented as the other girls. It was just like,
mind you, they flew her ass out.
They scouted her. They wanted her ass there.
Right.
And the thing is that Katseye, whether you like it or not, Katseye was built around Manon.
Yeah.
I would like to think that because they scouted her, they flew her out to LA to train with them, and she ended up getting in. So it's like...
And they praised her for being able to catch on so quickly.
Exactly.
And rise to the level of the girls who had been singing, who had been dancing for years. She caught up quickly.
Yeah, she was a quick learner, and people were like, she's just naturally talented at picking up stuff very quickly. So, like, it made a lot of... He's going into my brother's room. He loves hanging out in there. Anyway. But, oh my gosh, I lost my train of thought.
She made
Katseye. And so it's like, if 1 + 1 is 2, then, you know, we understand where the math was mathing, because y'all flew her out, y'all praised her for being so naturally, like, quick to adapt. And she made it into the group. And she's all like, they're all about like 5'6", 5'7". And she's like on the taller side, and all the other girls, you know, they're all like the same height. So I'm like, okay, this is like built around her. Because a lot of people were saying if Lexy stayed in the show, they probably would have made a group built around her, because again, she was very beautiful, like Manon is. Very good at singing and dancing. And she had that charisma. I feel like Lexy and Manon were kind of in the same category because they were both like very beautiful.
The visuals
of the group. And so they wanted to build something around it. And you can totally tell with the challenges in Popstar Academy. And once Lexy left, it was like, okay, sorry, short girls. Like, you know.
Right, yeah.
Like, so it makes sense that Katseye is who Katseye is now. But... Katseye is not Katseye without Manon.
Right.
You know?
And also, I've seen so many TikToks. No, the one I really want to fucking talk about, sorry.
No. Go for it.
Is this one guy who popped up on my feed who got Katseye's season greetings. And he was flipping around and reading, and it was kind of like Teen Vogue, Tiger Beat magazine, like, esque.
Yeah.
Where, like, it's like the photo books and you're like reading through it, and like you have like the gorgeous photo shoots, but then you also have like the like fun quizzes and like being able to get to know the girls and everything a bit better.
Yeah.
What's Manon's like, I think the actual question was like, what's Manon's like strongest feature, or what does Manon think is her strongest feature or whatever, like ability or whatever the fuck. And it's like her dancing, her selfishness, her laziness. Like, these are like, it's what's written in the thing.
What the hell?
And then there was one more, but it's also another racist fucking stereotype. And so that was officially approved in the season's greetings. 1. 2, I think, yes, they originally wanted to build the group around Manon, which is why she made it into the group. But as soon as debut happened and they started hiding her ass, something's always felt off to me.
Yes. Because that has always been like one of my problems with debut, especially like choreographically. It's like, okay, so they're in a triangle, but Manon is behind Sophia, and you can see all of the girls except for her.
Right.
What are we doing?
And then when it's another girl, for the short time that it is another girl behind another girl, there's actually a window for her.
Yes. And also there are so many people were talking about this. This was a whole conversation on TikTok from what I saw, because, you know, there are so many 6-member K-pop groups that know how windows work and you can see, I'm gonna say Boy Next Door, for example, because I'm a huge fan of them. And they're a 6-member group. You can see every member in the choreography without like every single time. It's just like, and they're under Hybe. What are we doing, Hybe x Geffen? Because y'all are under the same company, so what are we doing putting Manon straight behind somebody else and we can't see her?
Right.
Because people want to see her. There's a reason why she was one of the most favored people in Dream Academy. Like, you can't deny that. She was a fan favorite.
Right.
So it's like, so we want to see her. Where the fuck is she?
Right. And then we had the whole Glossier.
I saw that.
Where then she doesn't get to take a photo. It's just a solo video the next day, not even in glam like the girls were the day before. Mm-hmm. They're covering her face.
No, it's
Monster High. It just keeps going.
Yeah.
And then Manon wasn't able to do the Gabriella shoot because she was sick, I believe, or injured. Mm-hmm. But then Megan got to do a photo shoot. Like, she got to be included in the music video for one of the things.
Yeah.
Fucking Laura got to be a part of MIA.
Yeah. And she got to, I think there was, remember when they did the Game Boy like dance video thing? I think Laura wasn't in or like dancing with them, but they gave her shots. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
Where she was serving face. And I was like, okay. But they don't do that for Manon.
They don't.
And also, here's another thing that like pisses me off. So they did debut. I forgot if it was for an award show or for concert and stuff. But the very first time they did it, it was the first live performance of debut, and it was like a different version of the original song where they did the splits and like they're rolling around and it's
for the Mama Awards.
Yes, for the Mama Awards. Manon was sick or something like that. She wasn't able to perform, and people were like, oh, like, maybe there was a reason why she wasn't able to do it because, like, she's not as skilled as the other girls because she can't do it. And she literally went onto Bubble, I think it was, or something, and she was like, no, I was literally, like, a part of the practices. Like, I literally just got sick. What are you talking about?
Right. And then as soon as she was okay again, there's a video of her actually doing the dance break and doing the splits and being good at it.
Yeah.
And eating down.
Yeah. So it's just like, what are we doing? Like, no, I know why people are being like this because they're being racist.
Right.
But it's just like, it's crazy. And another rumor I saw, allegedly, because we don't know for sure, allegedly people were saying that they're trying to fish Manon out and have Daniela be the face of the group.
Yes, I've also seen that.
And I was thinking about that today, and I was like, that's not going to be a good look because Daniela is the most white passing person in the group.
She is white.
Yes, she is white.
Let's be clear. Daniela is white, and ethnically,
she's a white Latina.
She is Latina.
Yeah.
Two things can be true at the same time.
Yes.
She can be Latina, and she can be white.
So,
hi. Sorry.
No,
but like also like you're a prime example.
Yeah. So she's white. She's the white girl of the group. It's just a thing, you know? Like, so it's not a good look at all because, again, with the whole like white, like especially with everything that's going on in the country, and Katseye being targeted towards
Western groups,
the Western audience and the U.S. Replacing a black woman. Sorry, I confused myself again. Replacing a black woman with a white woman is fucking insane. Mm-hmm. And doesn't matter if she's Latina or not. Like, not to like take out the fact that she is Latina. It's just like she's white. Like, she has.
That's how she's being perceived.
That's how she's being perceived. And don't even get me started on the conversation where people are saying that like she's not even Latina at all, because that's a whole other conversation in itself. But this is just adding fuel to the fire of people not liking Manon and not liking Daniela. So it's like, oh my gosh.
And then you want to talk about adding fuel to the fire. Daniela's dad needs to shut the fuck up.
He actually needs to, somebody needs to break his phone. Not even take it away, break it. Get this man off of the internet, because what do you mean you're talking about your daughter's hips like that? That's so weird. Like, come on.
No wonder her mom divorced your stupid ass.
No, literally. I'm just like...
And allegedly, he's also a Trumpy.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, well, like, not to be like, oh, well, like, you know, Florida is a red state, but I, like, wasn't surprised about that.
Right.
You know?
But, like, shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm. Because, like, you are genuinely making your daughter look worse.
Right. And I was like, why weren't you defending your daughter when she was getting an egregious amount of hate?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Also, I know Hyde probably told the girls not to talk about what's going on, but the fact that Manuel had to come onto Weaver's DMs or like Bubble or whatever and be like, I'm okay, I'm healthy, and then the girls don't do anything. But, like, when any of the other girls are getting hate, they're so quick to get onto Weaver's DMs and talk about it.
Yeah.
Hyde, you're fucking this up. Because when Danny said the lying thing, when everyone was like, oh, I want to be like, I would
like
switch
Sophia,
bodies.
With Sophia, because she's a good liar. Yes, I remember that.
Sophia was quick to come on and be like, no, we're just playing. That's just how she plays. Although, I do see where everyone's coming from. Like, that was not okay.
Well, compared to, like, everybody else, it was just, like, everybody was, like, I mean, to be fair, so, like, they were, like, you have, like, this aura. And then she was, like, Sophia's a fucking good liar.
Exactly.
And
like,
so,
everyone
like,
was being, like, to me, genuinely playful. And then...
Yeah. And out of context, it's, like, okay, I can totally see how that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially because this is on a national TV. This could be so many people's first time, like getting to know you as Katseye and everything. And you go, your leader's a good liar. So you just destroyed your leader's credibility with, like, so many people.
Yeah. Yeah, so...
But I don't agree with the fact that people are, like, starting to try to turn this on Danny because of her dad. Being like, no wonder no one wanted to switch places with you. And I was like, damn, bro.
Damn. Yeah. I think, like, it would have been funnier, like, for her to say that if everybody else said, like, some out-of-pocket shit.
Right.
Like, if they were, like, I don't know. I honestly couldn't even give an example because
I'm not out of pocket like that.
You know, like I don't even know what else they would have said, but, like, if they were saying stuff like that, then I would have understood why she said that. But because everybody was just like, oh, like, I love this about you and you're so cool and stuff, and she was just like, yeah, she's a fucking good liar, and was like, okay.
Like, Sophia, you can't lie. You were genuinely shocked. Like,
yeah, her face?
Yes.
Her face was genuinely like, what?
Where did that come from?
Yeah.
So, oh my god. This whole Katseye thing is a mess. But
it's such a mess.
Hyde needs to learn Western audiences are not like Korean audiences. And they're going to learn real damn bad.
They're going to learn real quick. And so I saw somebody say that Fifth Harmony had a better run than Katseye. And honestly, I can't help but agree.
Right. Because I also heard that they're doing this because they want that one racist girl from Popstar Academy to
Samara?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
To debut with
Prelude.
To debut with no issues. And so if they just get rid of Manon.
That's not how it works, Hybe.
Right.
That's not how it works. Just because, like, no, like, I can't even articulate that. Just because, like, she said something horrible does not mean that you erasing Manon is gonna fix that.
Right. Again, that was all alleged, so.
Yeah, allegedly. But
also, Western audiences don't forget that type of shit.
Yeah.
The way Korean audiences do.
Oh, Korean audiences are like,
because, like, All Day Project is right there.
They're huge in Korea. I didn't know
when
that.
When I was over there, the interns would, like, play All Day Project on the buses sometimes when they could connect to the TVs.
I'm so sorry.
And I got so uncomfortable. I was like,
I'm so sorry. Regardless of Tarzan, their music is not good.
I kind of disagree.
I
heard them live at KCON. I hated it. I got everyone around me to stop cheering. Thank fuck. But like you take out Tarzan's parts, which isn't even his fucking real name. Also, why Tarzan? Because he lived with apes? Like, the name in itself is giving racist.
Yeah, I agree.
Like, if you just don't tell me about, like, everything else that fucking bitch has done, and you just told me there's a Korean idol going by the name of Tarzan, I'm still thinking he's fucking racist.
Yeah.
Or she's fucking racist. Whoever the fuck takes the name Tarzan, I'm thinking you're racist because you're not black.
Yeah. So.
Ugh. And they're huge.
Yeah. So, anyway, what I was trying to say was...
Sorry.
No, you're so fine. I totally get your frustration. Their music isn't good. I don't care. I've listened
Same.
to their music. And it's not good. So I'm like, maybe... Like, I don't know what I'm not hearing and the South Koreans are, but like...
I think it's the chaebol money.
Oh yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
Because her family be running Korea like that, so...
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, well, unfortunately, we do have to end the episode.
Part 2?
Part 2? Who knows?
Let us know.
Probably.
Yeah.
So, thank you guys for joining us today. We hope that you enjoyed your time with us, even though a lot of this was, it was kind of, it was emotional, and then a frustration. I even
said words.
It's like sadness and frustration in one episode.
Right.
But make sure to follow us on our socials, and we appreciate you guys so much. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye! I'm so used to the YouTube outro.